If you're still standing, this isn't the end. Some mornings don't begin with hope. They begin with heaviness. You wake up, and before your feet touch the floor, your mind is already tired. Not the kind of tired sleep can fix. The kind that comes from carrying too much, for too long. The alarm rings. You silence it. And for a few seconds, you just sit there, staring at nothing. You get up anyway. Not because you're inspired. Not because you're excited. But because life doesn't pause when you're exhausted. And somehow, that's where most people misunderstand strength. They think strength is loud. They think it looks like confidence. They think it shows up as motivation. But real strength? Real strength is quiet. It's getting up when you don't want to. It's moving forward when you don't feel ready. It's continuing when quitting feels reasonable. There was a time when things felt different. You had dreams then. Clear one. You imagined more. You expected more. From life, from yourself. But slowly, life happened. Responsibilities arrived without warning. Bills, expectations, deadlines, people depending on you, people leaving you. And the dreams didn't disappear all at once. They faded, quietly. Until one day, you couldn't remember the last time you believed things would work out. The road became routine. Same turns, same traffic, same silence. You drive with your thoughts louder than the engine, replaying mistakes, regretting choices, wondering how you ended up here. And no one sees this part. They see you functioning. They see you showing up. They assume you're fine. But inside, you're fighting battles no one applauds. At night, when the world finally slows down, the weight gets heavier. That's when the doubts speak the loudest. You should be further by now. Others figured it out. Why didn't you? What if this is all life will ever be? And then comes the moment most people never talk about. The moment you sit alone and seriously consider stopping. Not dramatically. Not in a way anyone would notice. Just giving up on trying. Letting go of effort. Lowering expectation. Settling, yeah. That moment doesn't look like failure. It looks like exhaustion. And if you've been there, let me tell you something important. That moment is not the end. It's the edge of a decision. Not a big one. Not a life-changing declaration. Just a small, quiet choice. To try one more time. Not forever. Not perfectly. Just once more. The next day doesn't feel different. You don't wake up confident. You don't suddenly feel fearless. But you move anyway. You take one step forward without guarantees. You show up without applause. You work without recognition. And it feels slow. Painfully slow. Days pass. Then weeks. Nothing magical happens. But something subtle begins to change. You become more disciplined. Not because you're motivated, but because you're tired of standing still. You become more patient. Not because it's easy, but because rushing never worked. You become more resilient. Not because life got lighter, but because you got stronger. And that strength builds quietly. In late nights, when no one is watching. In early mornings, when quitting would make sense. In moments when progress feels invisible but you keep going anyway. This is the part no one posts online. This is the part success is built on. And one day, without realizing when it happened, you notice something. Life isn't easier yet. But you are different. You handle things that once overwhelmed you. You stand longer in moments that used to break you. You breathe through pressure instead of collapsing under it. And that matters. Because the goal was never just to change your circumstances. The goal was to become someone capable of handling them. Years from now, someone might look at your life and call it luck. They'll say you were talented. They'll say you were in the right place at the right time. They'll never see the nights you fought your own thoughts. The mornings you moved forward without motivation. The moments you stayed when leaving would have been easier. But you'll know. And that's enough. So, if you're listening to this right now, feeling stuck, feeling behind, feeling like you're carrying more than you should have to, hear this clearly. You are not weak for being tired. You are not failing because it's hard. And you are not finished just because progress is slow. If you're still standing, there's a reason. If you're still trying, even quietly, it counts. You don't need to see the entire path. You don't need permission. You don't need to feel confident. You just need to keep going. One more step. One more day. One more effort. Because the person you're becoming is worth everything you're pushing through. And no matter how heavy today feels, don't quit. Not today.